Well, the ladies 125cc has now been decided, but up on the line, ready to run the men. The 250cc's. Mike Fisher, number 88, was first in the last moto. Can he do it again? Can he win the series? Up at Carlsbad, though, they're going to imitate motorcycle riders. The 250cc class, and this is not imitation. This is real life. The men on the line, 250cc's, puffing in each machine. The starter with a final check. The line ready. Each man eager and straining forward.
A mixture of established factory pros, of support riders bordering on stardom, of privateers, and first race pros. They thunder out of the gate, the final moto of the day here at Carlsbad. Well, I'll tell you, this is scary time as they go into that tight turn number 1 over 40 250cc pros. Now the leaders heading in. Oh, and we have got a log jam right under the bridge, Paul.
Several riders down. Yellow flags come out. The rest of the field gets through, but we've got at least 4 bikes involved. 451, Jack Gabelheisen, Jeremy McGrath, and Craig Davis. McGrath had a pretty good run going in the first moto. He's got problems now.
Boy, you can tell when that sort of thing starts to happen, everybody is going for it. Out front is the same green bike we saw in the earlier moto, number 88, Kawasaki. Test rider Mike Fisher. Yannick Curvella, 5K in the second spot.
The field strings its way around on lap number 1. Still picking up a couple of bikes back in the first turn as a result of that confrontation, but everybody else gets by freely. Now you watch number 911, Sean Kalos, currently running in 7th. He got a much better start than in the first moto, and he's closing down on number 99. That's Gordon Ward. It's a battle for 6th place. He's around Ward just that quickly, and now sets his sight on 5th place, Jan Godard, and takes Godard. So Sean Kalos with a start a little bit better than the first moto, now moving up.
All right, now let's watch Sean as he battles with Ross Pedersen, number 33, for the 4th position.
They begin to climb the hill. Pedersen just ahead of Kalos. Kalos comes to the outside, brings the machine up on the high side of the corner. They start down that hill now. Kalos picks up just a little bit of speed, moves to the outside, uses the firm. Does he pick up enough energy to get around the corner a bit faster?
Oh, Paul, it is fantastic to watch Sean Kalos and these other pros as they let that motorcycle move underneath them, using their knees to cushion the shot. 14 inches of travel in the front end of these bikes.
And Kalos
is down.
Kalos takes a spill. He was chasing Pedersen, number 33, and on the hoop-de-doos, the bike just twisted underneath him. He lost the handlebars, and the race was over. Sean Kalos has the machine started again. Will move back into the action, but not picking up speed all that fast. He looks around for other traffic, rides to the outside of the course, and Kalos up on the pegs now and heading off of the course. So Sean Kalos surprisingly takes himself out of the competition. Let's take a look. Centering on number 911 as he chases 33, Pedersen. And right there, it looks like he got into the back of Ross Pedersen's machine, and down he went, and boy, he went down hard. So Sean Kalos has retired from the competition right here at the beginning of the run. Right now, he's with Steve Evans.
Well, Paul, as you know, one of our favorite performers here at Carlsbad, Sean Kalos, is out with just barely a lap completed. What happened, Sean?
Well, I ran into the back of somebody and just forced my front end down, and I went down, and no use running out there.
No sense beating up yourself or the motorcycle.
Right, exactly.
Any damage to the bike physically?
No, I think I just bent the bars a little bit.
A lot of damage to your pride.
Yeah, I think to my head.
We'll go get it cleared. We'll see you next year.
Thanks.
Well, I'm disappointed to see Sean Kalos out of the run so early on after that spill. Now we take a look back at the track. The action is at 3rd place, 7H. Jesse Hedgeman, as he tries to hold off Ross Pedersen.
Well, even though Kalos tagged him from behind, the blow wasn't hard enough to force Pedersen offline. He may not have even been aware it happened. Might have just felt like another bump on the course.
Pedersen chasing Hedgeman for 3rd place as they come down the hill. Now climbing up once again, up over the top. This is a key position.
Mike Fisher looking to make it 2 moto wins today in a row. Number 88 on a Kawasaki. Yannick Curvella, 5K in the second spot. Pedersen, the Canadian, in 3rd.
And the best fight on the course is for fourth right now as Mike Young comes up to challenge Hedgeman. Hedgeman on 7H, and Mike Young works his way past, picks up fourth place. And now Hedgeman has to hold off a challenging Jan Godard on 9.5. Mike Young has fourth solidly and begins to pull away. So Young has moved up in his positioning and has an opportunity yet to challenge the leader.
Well, 9.5, Jan Godard, he has gone around Jesse Hedgeman, 7H, into that fifth position. And Paul, so often here at Carlsbad, we've seen one brand of motorcycle dominate. Not today. In third through sixth, in that battle we saw just a bit ago, you had a Suzuki, a Kawasaki, a Kajiba, and a Honda. Boy, this is terrific.
And a nice little fight for third place as we take a look at the current standing in the points for the CMC Golden State Nationals. Jeff Ward leads the points at the moment, followed by Fisher, then Lamson Jones, and Jeff McGrath. Of course, Jeff Ward, the current points leader, is not racing here at Carlsbad. The fight continues for third place. 33, Ross Pedersen has it, but there is a charging Mike Young on number 2. We've seen a lot of action as they climb the hill here, and 2 comes past Pedersen, continuing in that tradition, but Pedersen is not going to have any of it. The course is very slick. You can see where rubber has been laid down, and the battle continues. Now, let's get a further update on the 250cc championship from our colleague, Steve Evans.
It was a foregone conclusion that Kawasaki pro Jeff Ward would win the Golden State Nationals 250 title. All he had to do was show up right anywhere close to his championship form, and he'd be the winner. Problem was showing up. You see, last night, Jeff Ward broke his foot in a Supercross. We send him our best, and also word that has opened the door for Mike Fisher, bike number 88. Fisher won the first moto. All he has to do now in this final moto is finish 20th or better. If he is unable to do that, there's an outside shot for Steve Lamson, Yamaha rider, on 2V. He would have to win or be second place, no worse than that. So let's see what happens, but it is not going to be Jeff Ward if Mike Fisher can finish 20th or better, if Lamson could win or be second.
Well, Steve, we can look a little deeper into that situation. The 7th place rider is 2B, Steve Lamson. He's chasing number 99, Gordon Ward. Number 88, Mike Fisher, is leading the event. So at this moment, Lamson is in trouble.
Oh, absolutely. And Mike Fisher is in a beautiful position to win an awful lot of money in a very prestigious title in motocross racing.
Lamson chasing number 99, Gordon Ward. The fight is for 6th place. Lamson would at least like to get up in the field, and should something happen to the leader, Mike Fisher, well, he may still have a chance to score in the points.
Well, back in the fifth spot, 9.5, Jan Godard on the Honda from Riverside, California, starting to get some pressure from 99. Gordon Ward on the Suzuki from nearby Colton, California. There you see the bike number 99 coming in, and on the inside comes 2B, Steve Lamson. What a move by Lamson.
Lamson picks up the place, almost loses the bike on the downhill. Now driving for all he's worth, closes on 9.5 Godard and begins a challenge there. Can he get Godard? Godard's fourth to the outside. Lamson moves to the inside, and Lamson picks up 5th place.
Just when Gordon Ward thought he was going to be the passor, he was the passee.
Godard now climbing the hill, challenges back at Lamson. A tremendous fight here. This is wonderful. It's a battle for 5th place, but now Lamson pulls away, and Ward begins to challenge Godard.
No, it's incredible, Paul, how easy these riders make this sport look. Go out to your local motocross track and watch the sportsman riders, the amateurs, the juniors, and you'll see just how good these guys really are.
The battle continues on. 2B, Steve Lamson, would like to get as far forward in this field as he possibly can. It is his only shot if he is going to take the championship. He has to be well up in the field. Number 88, Mike Fisher, is the leader. And should something happen to him, then Steve Lamson would have a shot at the championship. Lamson, currently running in 5th place now, sets his sights on Ross Pedersen, who is running in 4th.
And that is Pedersen on the 33 Suzuki, 2B, Lamson on the Yamaha. Lamson giving him everything he can handle. Lamson, as you said, Paul, knows he's got to charge forward in case something happens to Fisher. It could be worth a lot to him. But right now, Ross Pedersen has something to say about who owns the 4th position.
Pedersen, with the bike being kicked around in the downhill there, the track getting very slick and very rough as they climb now. Can Pedersen hold off this charging Lamson? Lamson moves past for the moment, and Lamson picks up fourth place as he continues to slice his way up toward the front.
That was just an outstanding performance by Lamson. When it appeared that Pedersen could hold him at bay, all of a sudden, zip, he was just by.
And Pedersen continues his charge. Right behind Pedersen is the 9.5 machine, Jan Godard. And Pedersen is back challenging Lamson. They cut around the hairpin. Lamson gets a little better exit from that corner, and Pedersen now has some distance to make up.
And don't count out the number 99 machine of Gordon Ward. That's his Suzuki, the third bike in the picture.
Gordon Ward, number 99, challenging 9.5. Jan Godard, can he get past? Right down to the inside, and Gordon Ward now picks up 6th place. So still a lot of changing here at the front. We'll be back for the final laps of the CMC Dodge Truck Golden State Nationals right after this.
Back at Carlsbad for the final race of the day, the 250 Pros, and this has been a hair raiser. 4 different motorcycle makes in the top 4. Mike Fisher on a Kawasaki, Yannick Carvella on a Honda, Mike Young on a Cajiva, Steve Lamson on a Yamaha. The fans can't ask for more than that, Paul.
Well, Paul Jones got past Ross Pedersen for 5th place. At 9.5, Jan Godard and Gordon Ward on 99 have been battling, but the real fight is for 2nd place. Mike Young in 3rd has begun a challenge as we go on to the final lap. The current 2nd place rider is this man, Yannick Carvella on 5K.
Yannick and his fellow Southern Californians have really taken command of this moto at this point, kind of moving the Canadians and the out-of-staters and even a few Europeans here kind of to the back. And that's no surprise. They race year-round. They train hard. They are the world's best motocross riders from right here in the San Diego County area.
Carvella riding in 2nd and unchallenged. There's the slower lap rider, number 16, Pat Surprise, as Carvella trying to chase down the leader on the last lap. The leader is Mike Fisher, but you can see there is no challenge for 2nd place and no challenge for the lead. Mike Fisher should go on without any trouble to the win of this race, and Carvella should be just a few yards behind.
Well, there is Carvella, but up front, 88, Mike Fisher. He has ridden so hard today, Paul, he's going to be awfully glad when this one is over. If he can just hang on a few more 100 yards, he will have won both the motos. A commanding performance today, and he will be richly rewarded.
Mike Fisher, number 88, on his way on the Kawasaki, ready to put the series in the bag here with back-to-back wins. The sun beginning to set now here at Carlsbad, and for Mike Fisher, just a couple more twists of the handlebars, and it will be his. There's the checkered flag just ahead. Kind of a half-hearted wave. He has to be a very exhausted man, as Mike Fisher has won, and Yannick Carvella finishes in 2nd.
And here's the final results for today's combined motos. Mike Fisher, of course, Carvella was 2nd place overall, followed by Lamson, Young, and Paul Jones was kind of a sleeper. Got in there for the 5th position. The series, well, Mike Fisher, of course, on top. Jeff Ward, even though he wasn't here, still collects 2nd place money, followed by Lamson and Jones.